Hey, I get to do a second review today. I just finished my audiobook. But before I do it, I want to tell you about a book surprise I got. So, today's Small Business Saturday, and I want to support my local bookstore, which I love. So I went there to get a couple Christmas gifts for my mother-in-law. And as I was waiting in line, I saw, and they always have it, a blind date with a book. Normally I just, pass by without looking. I thought, oh, what the heck, this time I'm going to get myself a gift. So the synopsis on the front said, it's a humor book. Comedian, writer, producer, So I'm like, okay, it's thin. I may not have read it. And when I went to work to print out some stuff, my coworker's like, okay, come back here and open it. We won't be surprised too. So I was very happily surprised that it's Jon Stewart's book, Naked Pictures of Famous People. So it makes me so happy because A, I haven't read it, and B, I love Jon Stewart. So happy, joy. That's my book surprise, not the review. So the audiobook I listened to was our library book pick for January, but I want to get it done early. So, Everything is Horrible and Wonderful by Stephanie Wittels Wachs. And I'm giving it 3 stars. She narrated it. It's the only reason I'll listen to it. The only way I'll listen to nonfiction if the author narrates it. Although I was a little disappointed that he did not narrate the foreword, because I love Aziz. That being said. So I went in this with kind of like a blind eye because I didn't know who Harris Wittels was. I didn't realize he wrote for Parks and Rec, so I was like, okay. So this book is about basically her brother Harris Wittels before and after he died of heroin overdose. So it was very interesting, very heartwarming. She did a great job of narrating it. So she talks about, he's basically how he was before he started. I mean, she always knew he was she talked about him growing up, how he was as a brother, and then when he started doing drugs. And basically his decline, as the heroin got worse, and his, trying to go through withdrawal, going through, rehab a couple times. So, he did try. And then she talked about that fateful day that he overdosed. And then her grief afterwards, by months. Not every month, but she would say, 2 months later or 4 months later, this is how I felt. So she gave us stages of her grief, which I totally understand. And, because I've had someone I've lost that was very young to me. So I understand, not to drugs, but horrible accident. So I totally understand going through grief when that happens. So like I said, very interesting throughout. I love the book. And I learned a lot. But it was very, very, very interesting. And then of course she talks about her daughter, Iris, and funny things about her too. I was like, oh. Unfortunately there are no pictures in here of younger Harris and Stephanie, which I totally get. But I'm good with it. So I highly recommend it. I don't know how it would be to read it, but listening to it was great. So I enjoyed listening to it. So it's called Everything is Horrible and Wonderful by Stephanie Wittels Wachs. A tragic comic of memoir, genius, heroin, love, and loss. And I'm giving this 3 stars. Right. I swear that's it for me today. No more. I got plenty more to do than to read today, so it's called decorating the Christmas tree. Yay. All right. Until next time, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.